Hey guys, welcome back to Classic Album Reviews. This is me, Mike, back again with another review. Okay, last week I tried doing the video, but there was a problem, and so I'm doing it again. All right, so like a few weeks ago, I tried reviewing NWA's album Straight Outta Compton in honor of its 27th anniversary and in honor of the movie that's out in theaters now. But there was a problem with the video, and so now I'm gonna do it again. Today I'm going to review NWA's classic 1988 album Straight Outta Compton. Okay, so let's get into the album. Let's get into a little backstory on NWA. Okay, NWA is a gangster rap group started 1986 with Eazy-E. He was a former drug dealer who was putting together a record label, and so he knew Dr. Dre, who was a producer with a DJ Yella. They were a part of the electro hip hop group, the World Class Wrecking Crew, and so Dre wanted to get into uh, he wanted to get into some more hardcore type of rap. And so he got with Easy because he knew he had the money to do that. And so Easy put up the money to start this label. And so Dre also knew Ice Cube, who was a rapper. He was in a group at the time called CIA Crew in Action, and Ice Cube had written this song called "Boys in the Hood" for this New York group called HBO. And so, but the group passed on the song, and so Dre and Cube, they had the idea to for Easy to do the song, but at first he didn't want to do it because he wasn't a rapper at all. But after some convincing, Easy got into the studio, and it took him a long time to record the song. And so Dre said that when they did the song, he had to like punch in each line of the song as he did it. And so that song "Boys in the Hood" that came out in early 1987, and so that's when the group was formed, and it included Eazy-E, um, Ice Cube, um, MC Ren, Dr. Dre, and DJ Yella. Now, Ice Cube and DJ Yella, they were the main writers of the group. They wrote a lot of they wrote a lot of the material along with the DOC, who was a part of another rap group called the Phila Fresh Crew, and he was also a kind of an unofficial sixth member of the group, and he wrote a lot of the rhymes for Easy and Dre. So yeah, and so '87 they did an EP called NWA and the Posse, which included Boys in the Hood and Dope Man and 8 Ball. And then in 1988 they started work on a Straight Outta Compton, which took them about 6 weeks to make, and and then in August of '88 they finally released the album Straight Outta Compton, and this is a really great album. A lot of people know it for its most famous songs. There's a Straight Outta Compton, and then there's the most controversial song on the album, F uh, F the Police. Which talks about police brutality and stuff. Because there was a long history of that happening. There was a long history of that happening in LA and a lot of other places, and so they took that frustration and then they put it on a record, or so yeah, that caused a lot of controversy because that they got uh, they got a letter sent from the FBI saying that they shouldn't play that song anymore and that it incites violence, and so yeah, like in one concert in 1989 in Detroit, they played the song and it caused a riot. And yeah, so there's also a Gangsta Gangsta, um, If It Ain't Rough, Parental Discretion Is Advised, which is a posse track because it features the DOC. He like does the introduction, uh, the 8 Ball remix, something like that. Express Yourself, which features Dr. Dre on lead, Compton's in the House remix. I Ain't the One, which features Ice Cube on solo. Yeah, a Dope Man remix, Quiet on the Set, and Something to Dance To, which was the only inclusion of original member Arabian Prince, who left right after that album because he felt surplus to the group because there were 5 of them, and he felt like they, he didn't feel like he was needed to the group. So yeah, this is really a classic album. It was released in 1988. Started a lot of controversy, and this was the album that introduced gangster rap into the mainstream. So then after this album, the NWA, they became very huge on like MTV. This album was like one of the first albums to go platinum without any major airplay or a promotion and stuff, because people wouldn't play it because it was too controversial. But then after they got that letter from the FBI, people were uh, people saw their potential, and so they started playing their stuff. And so this album, this is actually the only album that features all the original members of NWA, because after this album they went on tour, and Ice Cube, he was the main writer of the group along with MC Ren, and he felt that he wasn't being compensated for his work because he wrote half the songs on the album, and half the songs on Easy E's solo album Easy Does It, and he felt that he wasn't getting the proper money that he was owed. And so in late 1989, he left the group because of that, and some contract problems, and he went solo, and he released his first solo album, America's Most Wanted, in 1990, and didn't talk about the group. And then around late 1990, early 91, uh, the NWA came out with a diss track on their EP, 100 Miles and Running. They like diss Ice Cube on like a couple of songs, and Ice Cube fired back with the song No Vaseline, where he took shots at each member. And so yeah, so then in 91, NWA did their second album. Uh, they did their second album. They did their second album, Niggas for Life, and uh, after that, Dre started having problems with Easy as well, because he felt like he wasn't making a lot of money either. So after that album, Dre left the group and started Death Row Records with Suge Knight, and and then the NWA. They broke up after that, and and the after that uh, Dre did his solo album, the Chronic, and on one song, Dre Day, he dissed Eazy and Jerry Heller, and Eazy came back with a diss song to Dre called a Real G's, real Compton G's, and then and yeah, so then 1994, Easy met Cube at a club, and he was talking about maybe possibly getting NWA back together, but sadly those chances were shut down after Easy died from AIDS in '95. Yeah, and that's kind of the story of the NWA in this album. Yeah, this is a really great album. You guys should definitely check it out. Yeah, this is a great album, and also uh, last week I saw Straight Outta Compton, which is a really great. It's an excellent movie. It's a really excellent movie. It tells the story very well. You know, it's just really engaging, and Jason Mitchell, the guy who plays Easy, he is really great. You know this, I I I would definitely say that it's Oscar award worthy. You know this, yeah, that movie Straight Outta Compton is it's great. You know, so you should definitely see it this weekend or or whenever.